Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my sex and pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here, with another obscure studio album ranking. And yes, this one's obscure for you guys, another one, since I did Bulldozer. I'm going to give you Sacrifice. This band is from Canada. They're a speed thrash metal band. Sometimes thrash metal, who knows? Yeah, this is the most obscure band. And yes, I have Lincoln with me once again, and he's looking more softer than ever. Anyway, yes, you can sniff my arm. Anyway, yeah, there's only 5 main albums in total, and this is another first time ranking for this one because I'm not familiar with it. It's fun going through this for the first time. And I hope this brings your attention for this band. It's very obscure. And this is my first time ranking this band. That is very obscure, which is Sacrifice. So let's get this son of a bitch started. My number 5 least favorite out of all the Sacrifice albums, I have to say Apocalypse Inside. My least favorite. The only positive I can think of for this one, best aggressive vocals in this album, which I do appreciate. But 4 songs I did like was My Eyes See Red is a pretty cool song, Apocalypse Inside, Beneath What You See, and lastly, Incarcerated. Those are the only songs I think are pretty good from this, but overall this is my least favorite out of all Sacrifice albums they made. But I do appreciate the aggressive vocals in this one. It's just the other songs didn't really land for me for this one. And my number 5 is going to be my least favorite, which is Apocalypse Inside. There you go. Coming in at number 4 is actually going to be very controversial, and I know it's going to be Torment and Fire, their very first full length. This one's okay, I guess, for Sacrifice's first full length album they made, and some of the shit doesn't really age well with the quality on this one. It's just not really for me. 4 songs I do like from it, I guess, is Sacrifice, Homicidal Breath, Warrior of Death, and lastly, Exorcism Instrumental is pretty cool. Those are the only songs that are memorable from this, and it's my second least favorite. Yes, the audio, the production doesn't really age well with this one. I'm sorry to say this because, yeah. And it's their first full fucking length, too. And it's going to be at my number 4, which is Torment and Fire. My number 3 bronze is going to be in the middle of this ranking, is going to be Forward to Termination album. I do believe it's their second full-length album. This one, I think, is above average Sacrifice album to me. It's a tad bit enjoyable to listen to, I guess. 6 songs I do like from it overall. I know this one has fans, but it's in the middle for me. But Forward to Termination, Terror Strikes, Afterlife, The Entity, Cyanide, lastly, Light of the End. Those are the only 6 songs I actually think they're pretty good from this album. This is an okay production album. I know it's sacrilege for me to say overall, but yeah, it's in the middle of my ranking for me. And it's going to be my number 3 bronze medal. And it's going to be Forward to Termination. My number 2 silver medal is actually going to be The Ones I Condemned. This one I think has a better production, but it's still not my favorite. It's a little bit high on my ranking, controversially, and from Sacrifice. I do believe 8 songs I do like from this is The Ones I Condemned. Give Me Justice, I think, is a pretty cool song. Tetragrammation, Atrocity, Hiroshima, Ultimate Power Corrupts, Desolation Alive, and lastly, Buried at the Stake 2009 version. Um, those are the only songs I do like from it. It's a little bit high on my ranking controversially. And I'm gonna say it's just good album from Sacrifice. It's just good. I can more enjoy about this one overall. My number 2 Cinema winner. Well, I don't like all the tracks in this one. I'm kind of mixed on this one in the silver medal, but yeah, it's gonna be the ones I condemned. Out of all 5 of these sons of bitchin' Sacrifice studio albums of all time it's going to be Soldiers of Misfortune. I like this out of the 5. This is their best one in my opinion. Soldiers of Misfortune I think is a damn good Sacrifice album from them. And to be completely honest, this is the only Sacrifice album I only listen to. Yeah, I know it's a ballsy pick for this ranking. Yeah, this one's my most favorite Sacrifice album from them. And I like all 8 tracks. All of them are classic. So, As the World Burns, Soldiers of Misfortune, In Defiance, Existence Within Eternity, Pawn of Prophecy, Lost Through Time, A Storm in the Silence, and lastly, Truth After the Rain. Awesome album in my opinion, out of the 5. Sue me, I don't care. I think this is Sacrifice's best one out of the 5. Because the cover looks cool. Don't get me wrong, the cover looks badass in my opinion out of the 5. And my number 1 gold medal winner, this is the only one I listen to, is Soldiers of Misfortune. And there you go, another obscure metal band ranking, which is Sacrifice. And yes, this band is still active to this day. I'll put the metal archives about them in the description as per usual. And I want to see if you have your own opinion about this. Yes, this band is still active to this day, and they haven't made a new one yet. Time will tell, I guess, if they ever make a 6th one. I'll be surprised if they make a better one just as good as Soldiers of Misfortune. Who knows? If I ever come back to this band. And Lincoln I'm happy for him to be back in my videos again. And he's sleeping, doing this meditation. That's what all cats do. And pet the cat. I love kitties. Yes, Lincoln, I know you do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Click the bell to get notified on all of my notifications. Also, like and share the studio album ranking of Sacrifice studio albums worst to best. And I will see you, my best home friends, and my sex and pie cuties on the next upcoming studio album rankings. Seizure later.